Hello everybody! For today I'm going to show you how to fix chokers, specifically those that are too large for your neck. The tools that you will need for this type of project are metal thin scissors, small ones. I'm using the ones that you use as nail clippers. And the second thing you'll need are some pliers. And the third thing is a permanent marker. And the fourth thing is some type of ribbon or something to measure your neck. The very first thing that you have to do is measure your neck and see how much rope can go around your neck. So here I have a shoelace. It's kind of dirty. It's my cat's toy. I know it's pretty disgusting, but it was right here and I don't really want to walk anywhere. So let's go ahead and measure. Ugh. Let's go ahead and measure my neck. So it is. You also have to take into accountability how comfortable you want it. So I think there is okay. So now I have a measurement. I'm gonna just put some black Sharpie. Let's see if you can see it. Probably not, right? Or I can just cut it. Okay, so the very first one I have is right here. So this is a tiny bit too big. And we're only going to make an insertion here. So I went ahead and marked it. And now what we do is we're trying to remove this. I don't have proper pliers to open it up because I don't want to look for them, but this will work too. You have a tiny bit of scissors, just tiny little scissors like this. So go ahead and cut where you need to cut. Alright, and you have your piece. Now go ahead and put it back in. And then now with the pliers that you have, even if they're not skinny, you can go ahead and press that down. Alright. So now it's back to perfect. It's back to business. It's working. And now it fits me. Next one. I have all of these right here, so I'm going to go ahead and fix all of them. This one is the first one. It's just a ribbon. And it looks like this. Right? So we're just going to go ahead and undo it. And then measure this thing out. Yes, you see, oh my god, they're so humongous. So it's okay if you make it a little bit shorter because you always have this, remember? The little thing. So where's my marker? Okay, we're just gonna make sure by stretching it out. And so I think it's right here. You go ahead and mark it. And since this is a little thicker, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a huge cut. Okay, perfect. Now, we didn't remove this to begin with, but it's really easy to remove it, as I showed you. You stick something in there, and then you try to separate it. other side. Okay, that kind of fell apart, but that's fine because we're gonna dispose of the leftovers. We're gonna have to open it a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna use my big ones. That's not gonna work. So this small one really works. Okay, so now we just put this back in here, and we're back in business, baby. And of course, we have to punch it down. We have to make sure that it's nice and tidy in there, so it doesn't fall off your neck. And perfect. There's another one completed. Here's another one. It's very similar. But it's a lot smaller, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit easier. So again, we open it up. This one looks a little bit more messed up, so go ahead and, oh my, you see how big they make them. Just go ahead and make the cut. You don't even need anything. And again, we remove this. And we try and open it. As to this side as well. And it just falls right out. Now, if there is a side that's a little bit wider than the other one, that's fine. That means that you can just slide it in. So go ahead and slide it in. And of course, you're gonna get your pliers and just go ahead and squish down. And you're back in business. I have 5 more to show you. This one's very cute. It looks very delicate. It's actually, it looks like a border, sewing border. So it's very cute, and it's very large. So why don't you go ahead and make that cut. This one's gonna be a little easier. And then open it up. Yep, for this one, if you have flower chokers, you have to make sure you get the whole flower right in there, because it's the material that has to be in there. And if you don't have that much, then it has nothing to hold on to. So we dispose of that, and we go ahead and get the flower in there. And then just squish down. That seems very tight, so that's perfect. Then you have your other one there. The next one I have is it's a 3-roper. So you go ahead and untie it. This time I'm just going to undo this first. So I went ahead and took it off, but I still have to open it a little bit more. Well, no, actually, it's fine. So you measure it out. I'm also measuring this little clip, so that is something that's also in length with your neck. So go ahead and add that to your length as well, so you can chop off a little bit more. And go ahead and press it down because this has been in the bag and it's brand new. So okay, here is a piece that I actually cut uneven, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it even. And I have them aligned. So now I get my clip, and then I try and stick them all in a row. Okay, so that's not really working, I feel like, because this is not open enough. So I'm going to go ahead and open it a little bit more. Okay, I feel like it's open enough now. So there it goes. Okay, perfect. So now I get my pliers and I squish down. Perfect. And he seems tight enough. So you have your choker done. This is better. Alrighty. Okay. So this one is thin. I think it's also rope-like. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay, so this one's actually the leather one. We don't have to cut this one because it's a bow-like type of thing. And this one's not meant to be cut because it's supposed to just be a string, and you tie like a little bow in your neck. So we have one more then, because I have this one and that one's not really anything. I think that one's like stretchable, sizable or whatever. So, whoa, this is a little strange. It has hooks, so, and it's supposed to be somewhat bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this part. So again, I'm gonna stick my little tiny scissors in there and push up. And it comes right off. Let's see how much I want to cut. I want to cut right there. Now that I cut right there, I dispose of that and I stick it right in. It's really cool if you go to the side and then kind of squish it and then get your pliers. So, like that. Perfect. So it has these little tiny springs, and the one that's holding it back is the very bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and undo that bottom one and then cut it and then put it back in and then squish it back. So it tightens right back in there. Okay, so I'm going to open it because I need something really, really small to fit right underneath. Okay. Darn it. There it goes. Okay, perfect. So now it falls right out. So now you can make it the same size as your choker, as your ribbon. And what you do is you can just remove it, or you can try and stick it back in there. But there's still some difficulty. I got it right in, so now I'm gonna twist. Twist to go in. It seems like it went in. Yeah, that was in. So now we get our pliers and we stop that. Go right in. That last one. Perfect. So now it stays. And that is it.